It's Sunday rundown time! Here's things in WoW you'll want to take a note of before reset. Battleground bonus event and PvP Brawl Temple of Hot Mogu start on the 26th and last until September 2nd. Mana Forge Omega Raid Fighter Wing 3 releases on the 26th. Eastern Kingdoms Cup starts on the 26th and lasts until September 9th. The Battle Pet Shadefer Brew Thief Twitch drop ends September 2nd, so make sure you watch 4 hours of any streamer in the World of Warcraft category to claim your item. The Mythic Plus Deserter system is now live. Players can now vote to /abandon a Mythic Plus run after a key is socketed. Players who repeatedly leave runs before completion, timer end, or a successful vote to abandon will be marked as a Keystone Deserter in the pre-made Dungeon Finder. Marked players can complete Mythic Plus runs without leaving, even if untimed, to bring themselves back into good standing and remove their deserter mark. Future UI updates include updated nameplates. The new nameplates will allow you to see player debuffs, mob buffs, and shared CCs. Casting bars will also increase in size and be highlighted if a mob is casting an ability that will do a large amount of damage, prompting you to focus your interrupts on that ability. Damage meters. This is exactly what it sounds like and will replace add-ons like Details and Recount. Boss alerts. This will replace add-ons like DBM and Bigwigs by having all boss ability alerts built into the game. Legion Remix updates include 4 different color variations of the Sargerai Commander Transmog sets, which are obtainable by completing 4 different achievements. With Gamescom this week, we got a lot of news regarding Midnight and player housing, the largest of all being that Midnight is available for pre-order. $50 for the base edition, $70 for Heroic, and $90 for Epic. The Epic edition includes the War Within and Midnight expansions, Midnight Beta Access, 3 days of early access, a housing bundle that includes decor and early access around patch 11.2.7, 3 mounts, 2 pets, 2 transmog sets, 2,000 traders tender, 30 days game time, and a level 80 character boost. I'm including a table from Wowhead that lists what features come with each edition. Midnight will be released on or before June 30th, 2026. However, Blizzard has historically released expansions earlier than the previous launch before dates, making the estimated date more along the lines of February 2026. For new players, there will be an updated starting experience in Exile's Reach before heading into Dragonflight. Returning players will have a new optional starting experience in the Arathi Highlands, where you'll be able to catch up on game mechanics and the overarching story of WoW. If you need a recap of the War Within lore, there will be a War Within catch-up that will be a few hours long and take you through the entire War Within storyline. New players, this is how you will level from 70 to 80. Dragonflight raids will also be getting a story mode difficulty. Devourer is becoming the 3rd Demon Hunter spec. This range spec is all about using Void and Cosmic Energy to deal damage to your targets. Void Elves will also be able to be Demon Hunters. Transmog is now tied to slots instead of gear pieces, meaning you'll no longer have to redo your transmog every time you get a gear upgrade. A feature called Situations is also now being added. This will automatically change your outfit based on situations your character is in. An example is a set to relax in your player house and another set to fight enemies. Changing your transmog and adjusting your situations loadouts will cost gold. However, swapping between situations will not. There's a new open world hunting system called Prey. Visiting Astalor's lair in Silvermoon City will allow you to choose your difficulty, normal, hard, or nightmare, your zone, and your target. Once you've accepted a contract, your prey can strike at any time. There will be multiple ambushes leading to a final 1v1 encounter. You'll be able to earn cosmetics, mounts, titles, and housing items for successfully hunting your prey. There are 4 new / updated zones. Quel'Thalas, where the rebuilt main city of Midnight, Silvermoon City, is located. Silvermoon will host both factions, but the city is still part of the Horde, having sections only accessible to Horde players. New areas in Silvermoon are the Sanctum of Light and Memorial Garden. The original zone has expanded and now comprises of Eversong Woods, Ghostlands, and Isle of Quel'Danas. There will be 3 delves, Parhelion Plaza, Colligate Calamity, and the Shadow Enclave, and 3 dungeons, Windrunner Spire, Magister's Terrace, and Murder Row. Zul'Aman, originally a Burning Crusade raid, expands into an entire new zone, with 3 delves, the Darkway, Twilight Crypts, and Atalaman, and 2 dungeons, Den of Nalarok, and Mesara Caverns. Harandar, the homeland of the new allied race, Haranir. This race can be Druid, Hunter, Mage, Monk, Priest, Rogue, Shaman, Warlock, and Warrior. Their heritage armor was also data mined, but has yet to be confirmed. In the Haranir's homeland, we'll find 2 delves, the Grudge Pit and the Gulf of Memory, and 1 dungeon, Blinding Veil. And lastly, we have Voidstorm. This will be our last zone at the start of Midnight and contains unique features like low gravity, storm fields, and 3 nexus points. This is also where the starting 6-boss raid, the Void Spire, is located. The Void Spire serves as Xal'atath's stronghold. In the Voidstorm, there are 3 delves, Shadowguard Point, Sunkiller Sanctum, and Torment's Rise, and 2 dungeons, Voidscar Arena and Nexus Point Xenias. Midnight Season 1 is confirmed to have 3 raids, starting at the Void Spire before moving on to the single boss raid, the Dream Rift, and 2 boss raid, March on Quel'Danas. And if you didn't know already, we're leaving Bran Bronzebeard behind and bringing Valera Sanguinar as our new Delph companion. The companion system will feel the same, just with new rogue theming. PvP updates include a new 40v40 Slayer's Rise epic battleground. This battleground is set in the Voidstorm. You'll start on opposing sides of the map, run into the middle to fight over a control point to obtain an early advantage, before each side pushes into the opposing faction's base to take down the opposing Dominar. You'll be able to recruit neutral forces to help you achieve this. This area will be accessible outside of the epic battleground and be the hub for PvP vendors and players that enjoy world PvP. And if you'd like to get into PvP, there will be training grounds. This will help you learn the maps, rules, and what it's like dealing with player abilities by use of AI bots. We got a ton of new housing updates this week, and fellow WoW content creator Mackie is here to share.
Hi friends, I am Mackie and I am so excited to be part of the Sunday Rundown today. I am going to be sharing with you some important pieces of information that we know so far about player housing. So this is a topic that I'm very passionate about, so I'm just very honored that I get to be a part of Sunday Rundown and I get to share with you guys about player housing, because who isn't just so excited about player housing? Player housing is something that I'm going to be heavily focusing on for the next long time because it's like literally everything I've wanted. You can find me on Twitch, you can find me on TikTok, you can find me on Instagram or YouTube. I'm under Mackie or Cozy Mackie. Love to see you there. So let's go ahead and dive right into the information that we currently have.
Player housing will officially release in patch 11.2.7, the last patch of the War Within expansion, which will be released later this year. After the patch release, everyone will be able to start building their collection of housing decor, but only players who pre-order the Midnight expansion will have early access to begin decorating a house. Base, Heroic, and Epic editions of Midnight will all have early access to player housing. Plan on only having up to 2 houses per account. This means you can own 1 house per faction. They will be accessible to all of your characters on that same account. This means that regardless of the faction, your characters can visit both of your Alliance and Horde homes. However, you must be a Horde character to build a house in a Horde neighborhood, and an Alliance character to build a house in an Alliance neighborhood. Once they are created, any member of your warband can live in any house that you have built, regardless of faction. You will also be able to invite friends from either faction to come visit your home. There are 2 types of neighborhoods you can join: public or private neighborhoods. Both type of neighborhoods can have up to 50 houses. These neighborhoods feature varied plot locations, different biomes, and a central hub with NPCs and activities called endeavors. Public neighborhoods are open to anyone on your server. It will place you with other players within your community. The public neighborhoods are created and maintained by the server, and it will continuously create public neighborhoods based on demand. In other words, everyone will be able to obtain a house. There are no limits to the number of neighborhoods that can be created, thus giving every player a home. This gives WoW's player housing a huge bonus compared to other MMO housing that has a restricted number of homes and housing areas. Private neighborhoods have restricted entry and are created by smaller groups, such as friends or guilds. This includes charter, guild, and single-player neighborhoods. Charter neighborhoods are created with a charter and can have up to 50 players. The charter neighborhood is managed through a special charter interface. Guild neighborhoods are for guild members. Guild neighborhoods are managed in the guild interface. A resident has to be a member of the guild, and if that member leaves or is removed, they will no longer be allowed to live in the neighborhood. These neighborhoods have specific members who need to be associated with a guild or invited to join in the neighborhood. The guild leader or neighborhood manager that created the private neighborhood will be in charge of that neighborhood. This includes who is able to join the neighborhood and the events that happen within the neighborhood. Fun little fact, public neighborhoods will be automatically named, whereas private neighborhoods are named by who creates them. You will be able to set up a permission system that allows you to decide who can and cannot enter your space. This can be edited at any time. So if you feel like closing off your plot while you redecorate and then open it back up when you are done, you can do that. You will also be able to move your house if you decide you want to change your neighborhood. Your housing plot and everything in it will be moved for you without having to restart all over. Blizzard has also incorporated a regret timer, which means if you change your mind before the timer expires or before purchasing a new house, you can move back into your old spot. It has also been confirmed that players will be able to share their housing layout through a code that can be copied and applied, similar to talent tree codes. So if decorating isn't your thing, you'll be able to import housing layouts from other players to use in your home. Collectors Central will have a guild neighborhood, so if you'd like to participate, make sure to join the Collectors Central Guild in-game. It's a great way to meet new friends and participate in all the events they put on. Make sure to check out their community, Discord, and guild. Customization is both inside and out. This means that you are able to decorate the inside and outside of your home. You are also able to decorate the plots surrounding your cozy abode. The current exterior architecture includes human, orc, night elf, and blood elf. Blizzard has stated they plan to release more themed decor in the future. A friendly reminder that professions and reputations are a huge way to gather new decor. Crafters will be able to share with other players or sell on the auction house. If you'd like to get a head start on profession decor, it's recommended to level old expansion professions and to gather mats. Reputation leveling will also be a way to obtain unique decor. Once you have reached a certain level in reputation, certain decor items will become available for purchase. Blizzard has stated that decor from other expansions will be heavily themed to that expansion. Other ways to obtain decor is throughout the entirety of Azeroth, with treasure chests, achievements, dungeons, raids, and more. All decor will be located in the new housing chest. Here, you'll be able to browse everything you've collected as well as discover items you may want to obtain. There will also be a renowned system called Neighborhood Favor. This is linked to Endeavors, which is earned alongside Endeavor currency, which is used to purchase decorations. Neighborhood Favor is a personal system for each player to level up for your own house. It works very similar to Renowned Leveling. Gaining ranks in Neighborhood Favor unlocks various rewards, including new decor items, special housing perks, and other housing benefits. Blizzard has also stated that more Neighborhood Favor levels may be added in future patches, potentially offering even more rewards over time. Thank you, Valindia, for letting me share all of this housing information. More to come as they continue releasing updates about our new forever World of Warcraft homes. Make sure to check out mine and Valindia's TikToks, Twitches, Instagrams, and YouTubes for future updates on player housing and all things cozy and WoW. Happy housing!
A huge thank you to everyone who participated in the NA Collector Central event last Friday. The next event is Friday, September 5th at 7 p.m. CST. A poll for what to do is currently posted on Discord. Reminder that Mana Forge Omega progression starts Friday the 29th at 7 p.m. CST. 660 plus item level and Reshi wraps are required. If you'd like to participate, make sure to sign up on the in-game calendar. All slots are on a first-come, first-served policy. Thank you, Mackie, for sharing the excitement about player housing this week. I highly recommend that you guys check out her and her content. She is an absolute joy to work with, and also cozy vibes are everything. And for those of you who aren't in the Collector Central Guild, please know that I still want to see all of your lovely housing creations. I'm excited to help each other out with decor work orders and host additional housing events to keep the whole community involved. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead, and happy collecting!